To Friday mornings live stroll dog walk. Friday is here, and well, what a little bit of a boom it's here with. Look at this weather. It is coming out on the camera quite well. It is. I saw out the window when I was getting ready. It looked like it was pretty foggy and misty, and yeah, it's as bad as I thought it was going to be. I think this is the first morning we've ever had to come out in fog. Whilst we've been doing the live stroll, I can't remember a time, if I'm absolutely honest, that we've done a live stroll in the mist and fog. Visibility is okay. I mean, you can see pretty much down to the next junction. And once the sun comes out, it'll burn it off anyway, but yeah, quite surreal this morning. Anyway, weather today, I've just told you about really. Temperature is 2 degrees. It feels a bit warmer than that actually. It doesn't feel like it's 2 degrees. What's everybody up to today? Is it a normal school day, work day, leisure day, nothing day? Are you going on holiday? Are you on holiday? Where are you watching us from? What time is it where you are? All the normal questions we get out of the way in the first few minutes of the live stroll. Yesterday was a pretty straightforward day. Today we are getting our new furniture delivered, which hopefully comes when we can actually sit out in the garden later. Well, probably not later to be fair, because we've got lots to do later. Over the weekend at some stage, let's put it like that. So we are heading to do the long stroll this morning. I'm saying heading to do it because I just want to see how my hip goes. If you were with me yesterday, we did the long walk Wednesday and we did it yesterday, and I'm just making sure I'm not overdoing it, doing 3 long walks in 3 days. But watch this space. Just make sure the live stroll is definitely working, which it appears to be, so that's good. As I've said before, guys, there's nothing more infuriating than what happened on Tuesday. When you do the live stroll, you put the effort in, and you get home and 2 minutes later, it says only 2 minutes recorded. Very, very annoying. So as I say, we're going to try and do the long stroll this morning. We'll see how we go. I just don't want to push this hip too far. I need to get the steps in, I need to get the exercise in. Azra does too, but I'm not going to overdo it. We'll definitely do a long stroll on Sunday. So weekend's plans. Tomorrow, James and Mum, I'm taking them to have their hair done. First thing, literally got to leave home at 7 a.m. Crazy time to go and have hair done. James has got a very late kick-off, or a lunchtime kick-off tomorrow actually, 11:30, near Ely. So that is a horrible time of the day, really. We would never, as a club, do that, because it just ruins the opposition's day. Obviously, if you were at home, alright, it's just still a crap time, but you haven't got to travel, have you? And then the afternoon, we are getting the suitcases down and starting to look at packing. I think we're getting close enough now that we can have a rough idea where we are with the weather. Excuse me. Come on, Azra. So we'll start looking at that over the weekend. For me, I think it's going to be a spare pair of jeans, some shorts and some t-shirts, and a top. I'll work out what top I'm going to wear, but I think that's about it really, because I don't think it's necessary. For example, when we were on the cruise, you have to take shirts and all that sort of stuff, a suit. It's not like that when you go on a beach holiday, is it? I might take, 2 or 3 smart t-shirts for the evening, but I'm not going to overdo it. I'm only there for a week, so. And a couple of those days we'll definitely be going out, at least James's birthday. Whilst we're there, we will definitely be going out. I promised him that. And then Sunday, cafe as usual. And then I think we're going to go to Costco. That's the plan. And then be back by lunchtime and then chill out. Liverpool kick off at 12:30 tomorrow, so I'm going to basically miss all of that game. I might be able to watch the second half in the car. I will listen to the first half in my earpiece. Is what I'll be doing. Because obviously it kicks off at 12:30, so depending, we kick off at 11:30, 40-minute halves, quick turnaround at half time. Might get started again at 12:20, 25 past. So basically going to miss the whole miss the whole of the first half. She doesn't know it yet, but I'll get Julie to drive home and I'll watch the second half in the car. Come on. Anyway, that's a tomorrow problem. Today, as I said, work, new furniture being delivered later. Get home, shower, dinner. I'm going to do the Tesco shop. Get it over and done with. I don't really like doing it on a Friday night, to be honest with you. But the reason I say that, guys, is because the shelf life on some stuff isn't great. As boring as that may sound to people. Hi to Levi. Thank you for that. She's a good girl. She's a cross between a Labrador and a Beagle. She's a rescue dog as well. She was found under a bridge in a box with cars whizzing past her. We've had her now 4.5 years. She'll be 5 in May. So it's a bit longer than 4.5 years now, but only a little bit. She still doesn't like cars or anything bigger than cars, guys. If you are new here, do make sure you like and subscribe. It does mean a lot to the channel. I have said that many times before. It does really mean a lot to us. And we're getting ever closer to the mini sector of 900 subscribers. And then getting towards the big target, the first big target of 1,000 subscribers. So if you can help in any way, like, subscribe, hit the old bell, gets it out there to more people. Very much appreciate that, guys. As you can see from the weather this morning, it is very, very foggy. Very, very misty. Probably the one morning I can honestly remember that has been like this for a long, long time. If I'm honest. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do a right at the end of this road and then sort of do the medium long stroll. And I'm going to go over the fields for a little bit. So we are going to change it up a little bit, guys, this morning. I'm hoping by the time we get sort of near the fields, it will start to getting light. Yesterday morning we had decent light coming about 5:30. Come on, Azra, lead on. And it was great yesterday. We could turn all the lights off halfway around. I don't think it's quite going to be like that this morning with this fog and mist, but we'll see. Come on, Azra, lead on. I think she just heard me say we're changing the walk up. She's all grumpy. Morning to Chris, welcome. Do like and subscribe. We are out every day. Tomorrow will be later, probably around 6. Sunday will be around 7. And we'll do the more country walks over the weekends rather than the residential. I am trying to combine a little bit of the countryside in today. Obviously it is pitch black, so you're not going to see a lot. And also with this mist as it is, there's even less to see. Go on, Azra. Come on, come on. Thank you for the likes, guys. Does mean a lot. As I said earlier, little channels like mine only grow into bigger channels with the help of people that are watching. So every bit of support means a lot to me. Go on, Azra. And the reason I'm doing this as well is it's relatively flat, all what we're doing this morning, rather than going up the hill. I don't really want to put any more load on the older hip. Go on, Azra. We do have people watching from all over the world, so good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Welcome. It's so nice when people from different parts of the world do communicate, but I think we've had someone from Canada this week, definitely Australia, and I think India as well, actually, earlier on in the week. Yeah, I believe it was this week. So it's been great, sort of speaking to different people. Time zones, I like it when people tell me time zones, and then I have to guess. And I'll tell you what, guys, I'm usually pretty accurate. I love my geography very much. See there, I didn't have to get Azra on the tight lead at all, because that car was literally felt safe because she had me between it and her. It's when she's on the other side, she worries a lot. For the reasons I explained earlier on, being a rescue dog and the history of cars and anything bigger than a car, to be honest with you, not just cars. So I hope you're enjoying the stroll this morning, guys. So this is the last work week live stroll of the week. Tomorrow is Saturday, and it will be, as I said earlier, around 6 that we go out. A bit later, give ourselves all a bit of line. Although I probably won't have line, I'll probably still be up at the normal time. So I want to try and get some jobs done, as I always do, before we go out. And then Sunday will be around 7, and that will be a little bit more of a line, I hope. We'll see. Unfortunately, when you work full-time, as a lot of you people will know who do work full-time, weekends almost become your time to sort of do stuff. Washing, ironing, cleaning. I did do, along with Julia's help, 3 washes last night, so I've only got the whites and the darks to do. we've only got the shirts and the docks to do later, which will probably be another 3 or 4 washes, I reckon. So, and I'll probably leave one dark wash anyway until we're back from football tomorrow, because obviously James will have his stuff that'll be dirty and everything else. So that's the plan, Stan. Go on, Azra. And also I'm already beginning to look at stuff that I want to take. So if there's anything I'm wearing or have worn this week that I want to take to Mallorca, he's starting to think about that, getting it washed if it isn't washed already. Most stuff is done, to be honest with you. I know what trainers I want to wear. Yeah, I've got a pretty, in my head, I'm one of those people that likes to be organised, to be honest with you, and I've got it in my head already. Go on, Azra, leg on. I've got it in my head already, pretty much what I'm going to wear to go. I'm flipping between jeans and a pair of trackies, if I'm honest with you. And I know people think, oh God, tracksuit bottoms is a bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Chavvy? I don't think it is anymore, to be honest with you. I think people would far rather... Go on, Azra. I think people... Do you need to go to the loo? Right, just bear with, guys. I think people would far rather be comfortable than worry about what they look like. To be honest, I don't know if people agree with that. Jeans, I find are absolutely fine if you're going out sort of short periods, whatever. But when you're going on a flight and you want to be a bit comfortable on an aeroplane, that you don't get loads of room, all that sort of stuff. I think a pair of trackies is probably better. Anyway, small world problems, guys, to be honest with you, when you think about what's going on in the world today. So I'll think about it, and I reckon I will make a decision probably as late as Saturday as to what I'm going to wear. But I will make sure what jeans or trackies I want to wear, both ready to go. So it would then just be a case of putting the other one in the case. One thing I didn't tell you, very last minute decision, was we booked a travel lodge the night before. Now it feels like a bit of a waste because we've got to be at the airport for 3 in the morning. There are 2 reasons here I've done it. And obviously I spoke to Julie about it because we do like to make decisions together. One, after the terrible experience we had at Travelodge in Farringdon before you heard, isn't he? I got a half-price voucher for another Travelodge day, and it was running out. It ran out in May. So I sort of wanted to use it, and I didn't want to... The only places we really like going to that there was a Travelodge was somewhere near Yarmouth, and I just thought to myself, I don't want to go there again. You know, we go there sort of 2 or 3 times a year to our favourite hotel. Or our favourite hotel in the UK. Always get a nice sea view room. All that stuff. And I was almost just thinking we were going to lose it, to be honest with you. Because I just couldn't see us using it. You know, a little bit when we thought, oh, should we just go up to Cambridge and stay in one of those, or have a meal, go to the cinema, and then go to a bar after, something like that, and stay up there. But I don't know. maybe we could have done something like that, but we were running out of time. Anyway, spoke to Julie about it, and she agreed it was a good idea. Now, we do have quite a lot more flexibility from the point of view of we're only sort of 5-10 minutes from the airport as opposed to sort of half hour, 40 minutes. So I think we'll all hopefully be able to get a little bit of rest. I think I'll be worrying and be making sure everyone's up, but the clock's changed that night as well. So that always is a bit worrying. But anyway, whatever. We've booked it. We're going to be a lot closer than we would have been. And it just starts the holiday a day early, doesn't it? If you can call it that, going to a travel lodge near Stansted Airport at the beginning of the holiday. So it's beginning to get light now, guys. I don't know if you can see that through the mist and fog. Now, usually we do a right here. We're going to do a left and cut across the fields, just waiting for his car to go. So this is a new bit. I say a new bit, we haven't done it for a while. It isn't new to me, but maybe to some of you. Right, on there, lead on. Okay, so making our way towards the fields now. And all we're going to do, guys, is cut straight across. That's all we're doing. We're not going in the wooded area or anything like that this morning. It is literally cut across to the other side and then out. This morning, I say the camera is enhancing the light a lot better than it actually is. And I want to say that to you. It is a lot darker than the camera is allowing. The camera is showing it to be a lot more light than it is. Now, if you've been with me when I have done the wooded area walk, we start over there. We come out over there, the path over there, and we go right across to the other side, somewhere over there. But we're going directly in front today. And I'm hoping Azra actually keeps up, because we could do with her light this morning. Go on, Azra, lead on. Though her light's beginning to fade as well now. Azra, come on. Need to get that on charge. The reason I've done this today, guys, is it's not too messy today, if I'm honest. And because we've had a bit of not of a ground frost overnight, it's quite hard underfoot actually. So, just can't see if there's any dogs or anything, or any other wildlife coming. You can just make out James's school in the background there. Not going to fib to you guys, my hip is absolutely killing me this morning. Not the main leg, which was obviously the real problem, but the hip is really aching. So we are doing a little bit different. We extended onto the stroll this morning over the little bit of the fields. Obviously this mist is horrendous. Obviously I know where we're going. And it is getting light all the time now, which is brilliant. You won't be able to see it, but the picture in front is where James plays his home matches. I believe there's one more home match to go this season, and I think that's a midweek game. So we're done with Saturdays for home games. I think we've got 4 away games left now because of cancellations and stuff like that. 2 on a Saturday, 1... No, sorry, all 4 are on Saturdays. Game is the evening kick-off, I believe. I think I'm right saying that. Can't remember now, but I think I am 99.9% sure I'm right on that. The senior men also play on this same pitch. So the under 15s are now playing on the same size pitch as the men. I say the men because, well, they are men obviously, but I don't think there's a women's team, sort of adult one. The girls can sort of combine with the boys up to 16 if they wish. There are now more all-girls teams in the younger groups, because I think it's something that's sort of come in with the FA later for our, you know, with all clubs. And there's a huge gathering. I mean, sometimes when we're over here and we're watching, obviously James's match, you know, there's, you know, all girls teams playing as well, and it's really good to see, you know, the integration of boys and girls in grassroots football. You know, this is where it all starts, if there's a route to professional football, and it's great to see so many people participating now in it. We are coming to the end of the cycle, really. I think we've only got one more season after this one, and then they can officially go up to the adults, and the boys will be obviously finishing school and going on to college or uni or apprenticeships or getting jobs, whatever they do are doing. I think that's when sort of teams do disband, unfortunately. I say there is the adult team in Melbourne, so there's always integration, but of course I suppose it depends on whether there's space, because obviously that senior team, the adult team, has obviously got a squad, and there's no movement unless they go to another club or stop playing or retire, whatever. There's no space. And I don't think there would be the appetite to start another team. I just think when they get to a certain age and they start doing different things, I don't think they want to commit like they have done up until 16. Having been a manager for an adults team on that very field, I know exactly what it's like getting phone calls early on Sunday mornings. Oh, I've been out the night before, I've been drinking, or I've fallen over, whatever. Newgate here. And then we'll cross over. Now we're back to where when we do the wooded walk, we come out here, or come out far further down there where our horsey friends are, but we're now back on that road. I quite enjoyed that this morning. It's quite nice to be able to do that again. It would have been a lot lighter yesterday morning when the weather was kinder and clearer. What time is it? 5:30. Yeah, doing all right. I don't know how far we've walked. Let's have a look. Just 1.5 miles just touched. So we'll be about 2 miles when we get home. Azra rather dithering. Come on, Azra, lead on. My hip is absolutely killing me, guys. It's actually the worst it's been for a while. Don't know why this is happening. There is a bench at the end here. I don't know whether just to sit down for a minute or two. Haven't had to do that in months. Just to take the weight off for a minute. I might do that. Come on, Azra, lead on. People tune in to watch you, not listen to me. Azra, come on. So as I said, we're now making our way out towards the high road. I am just going to find that strategic bench. Just to, Azra, lead on. Just to sit down for a minute or two, take the weight off this wretched hip. I don't know why this has started again, but it flipping well has, and that is not good. When I get home and I sit down, it will stop. It's just literally, I think I've just done some long walks this week. I think I've just overdone it a little bit. Go on, Azra. Go on, Azra. Do you know what, guys? I think we're just going to make a beeline for home. We're not that far from home. And once I'm sitting down, I won't want to get up again. So we're just going to carry on. Come on. Got a car coming behind us. I'm quite lucky. Don't see that many cars in the mornings. For the reason I told you earlier on about the history of Azra. Being a rescue dog, and where she was found under a bridge in a box with cars, lorries and everything else all racing by her. She hates cars and anything bigger. Unfortunately. Azra, on the path, come on. And again, guys, if you've been with me during the week, you'll know exactly where we are. Sort of joining back up with the path that now takes us home. And of course, I had to stop doing this for the thick end of 3 months, these long strolls, because of what happened in Euro Disney, and that's obviously how Obviously this problem with the leg all started. Hyperextended my leg trying to get to the Eurostar and just fell over on an escalator. Yes, it was. I would imagine there's some CCTV out there in Lille, Europe. That amuses a lot of people, but it popped my hip out and did damage to my thigh and some ligaments. And so it took 3 months, and it's been absolutely fine now. All of February and most of March, but this sort of aching hip is only just started again, and I can only put it down to overdoing it this week with the walks. I don't know. It doesn't hurt normally. It's only when you start sort of coming out, sort of doing the walks. Anyway, we'll be home soon, and yes, we will have a sit down, give it a rest, so I'll get ready for work. That's the life. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're making the turn. Azra is here, but she's just doing what she's been doing all week and labouring behind. She does lead the way sometimes, like she is now. And this is the only real incline we've got, which is what I was trying to avoid by doing a different stroll this morning. Very gentle. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we're at an end this morning. Azra, goodbye. Good girl, even. What am I saying good boy for? Good girl. That's the end of the stroll. Have a lovely Friday, and we'll reconvene tomorrow. Cheers, guys.